Sonic High School, Chapter 10. Author's note. I was going to make this the last chapter, but everyone just loves it, and my brain keeps exploding with new ideas, so I'm going to continue Sonic High School for some time longer and make more chapters. I am so fucking happy that you did. Why are you here? Screamed Tails with the anger of a million angry birds. Starting off on a high note. Sonic was shocked because Tails was his best friend, and Tails was smart. But Tails was super pissed at Sonic for not coming to the science competition, even though they were best friends. Sonic moved his mouth, but words did not come out because he did not know what to say. Aw. Sonic was a mixture of mad and sad and frustrated because he did not know what he could do to get Tails to be his friend again. At times like this, Sonic thought about Amy's fine body because it put his mind at ease. I'm going to stop for a minute. Not ease. E apostrophe S, as in more than one E. Ease. Okay. I am here for my friend, said Sonic. Our friend, SBO. We are still friends too, Tails. You are just mad to see that. I know what I see, said Tails, kind of screaming. I am so smart. I know what I see. I'm so smart. SBO tried to get in between them, even though it was his house they were in right now, and said, guys, please, let's just make sure I can fight Knuckles and not get owned. Sonic and Knuckles ignored him for the moment. Knuckles is there? Sonic and Knuckles ignored him for the moment and continued to be in a fuss. I'm sorry, bro. I don't understand. What can I do to make our friendship the best once ever again? Said Sonic to Tails. He wrote Knuckles, but he meant Tails. Okay. Tails wiggled his two tails and looked at the side in a thinking way. I don't tot know. He wrote don't tot know. D-O-N-T. No, D-O-N. I'm sorry. This is hard to pronounce. D-O-N apostrophe T-O-T. Don't tot. I don't tot know, said Tails to Sonic. But you know what? Here, take this. Tails took out a blue book from the spot and threw it on the ground in front of Sonic. It was what it was when Sonic looked at it. It was Sonic's journal. It was not anything more than what it was. What? How did you get this? Said Sonic to Tails. I gave it to Miss Lesson before she read about my balls problems. I lied. I did not go to the science competition that night. I went to school, but instead of going to the science competition, I used my science hat of invisibility. Science hat of invisibility. To sneak into Miss Lesson's room and get your journal. I wanted you to get your journal so that no one else could read your business and see your gay ball problems. God, that I know you still have, even though you think you are getting better. I was going to give it back to you, but you were not there at the competition like you should have been, even though I am such a good friend to you. Even now, when I could have been reaching my moment of genius, I was doing a thing for you because I want you to be happy, Tails said to Sonic with a voice of emotion. Sonic did not know what to say. High school drama was so insane to be a part of. That is actually written. I'm reading this. Sonic picked up his journal and felt like he was going to cry because he was being an asshole jerk to his best friend who was only trying to make him happy. Tails, you did not have to do this, finally said Sonic, respondingly. What matters is that I did, said Tails, and also that you do not care for my special day because you were too busy trying to be true boyfriend and girlfriend with Amy. Goodbye, Sonic, said Tails right before he flew out of SBO's bedroom window with his flying tails. And then he did. Just before he did it, and then he did it. This is so shitty, said SBO to Sonic, who was now the only other person in his room. I still have to fight Knuckles tomorrow, but your different kind of fight with Tails is just as crazy. That is for me to figure out with Tails, said Sonic. Let's get back to making sure you cannot be defeated by Knuckles. Sonic and SBO spent all night in SBO's bedroom, reading books and watching videos about fighting and learning how to be the best at it. And by the time the night was over, SBO was ready to face Knuckles. They went to school on this new day, and school happened and was over, and now they were in the hall. Okay. Knuckles, the hall where Knuckles said to meet him to fight. Sentences keep going. There are a crowd of people around him that all included Sonic, who looked worried. Rouge, who looked worried that with her baby, and Vector, who was smiling. Also in the crowd was Tails, with him Cream the rabbit, who was Charmy Bee's girlfriend. Cream was a little woman and pretty smart, but not as smart as Tails. Her boobs were smaller than Amy and Rouge's, but they were still high quality in their own way. Oh my god! Okay. It is surprising to most people that a gay like Charmy was even allowed to have a girlfriend. Where does he get this shit? But it just goes to show you that the impossible is not what you think it is. Then Espio jumped over the crowd into the middle where Knuckles was. So you decided to come anyway, said Knuckles, even though you know your ass is going to get torn up by my moves. I do not want to fight you, Knuckles, said Espio to Knuckles, but I'm doing this for Charmy and Rouge. I'm doing this for Charmy because you kidnapped him, and for Rouge because you do not respect her baby. Then let us do this, said Knuckles, and Knuckles charged at Espio with his fist like an elephant running at a hunter trying to kill him for his powers. Okay. But Espio jumped out of the way and onto the wall like a pro jumper, and he learned how to do this last night. And Espio jumped at Knuckles with a kick move, and Knuckles punched his foot away, and they met in a purple and red explosion of power that knocked them both back. And they continued to jump around and attack each other. They did this for a while. It was difficult to watch for everyone. Rouge was in the crowd with her baby. This is so difficult to watch, said Rouge. Thank you. Violence should not be a solution to conflict, said Rouge's baby, peeking out between his hands. I love that the baby talks. It doesn't have a name. He's just Rouge's baby. You are right. Why do people do this like this? I hate it, said Rouge to Rouge's baby. Rouge had become a different person since she had a baby. She used to only be sexy, but now Rouge was sexy and matronly. Matronly? Really, motherfucker? Matronly? Holy shit. Yes, fuck this evil world, said Rouge's baby. Rouge then revealed her boob to her baby and had him eat from it as the baby would do. Oh, God. Oh, this story is going to break me, kids. Rouge's baby thought this was the best part about being a baby because not everyone would get cool boobs like this delivered to them on their doorstep like a milkman. Babies did not have much to worry about anyway, so Rouge's ace boobs made a paradise a reality for baby. God. Holy shit. I have a feeling, said Rouge's baby, you should lie down and relax. So Rouge lied down on her back, and the fight continued to go on. Fucking shit. Knuckles and Espio were both bloody and totally gross looking, like two waiters who were holding messy foods and then walked into each other, causing meals to launch into the air and fall down on them and ruin nice clothes that they got from the store. That was a fucking sentence. They were breathing hard and were tired, but they kept going, jumping and kicking and punching and running. It looked like two people doing a dance, but hitting each other also. Knuckles kicked his feet out at Espio, but Espio jumped and dodged him and came down and hit Knuckles in the mouth and knocked him onto the floor/ground. Is this enough yet? Are we done? Shouted Espio to Knuckles. How will this ever end? Knuckles looked up from the ground at Espio standing over him. Knuckles had a twinkle in his eye, and he looked at Espio and he crawled towards him, and Espio did not do anything but watch him and feel dangerous. Come closer, said Knuckles in a whisper voice, and Espio went down and put his face to Knuckles, and Knuckles looked up and down at Espio's sweaty purple body and into his eyes and said, I respect you, and then grabbed his face as gentle as a deer and kissed him on the mouth. Okay, now they're making out. When Knuckles kissed him, he did it extra hard, sometimes with his eyes shut, and looking into Espio's deep yellow eyes like a circus of loving men. A circus of loving men. Their tongues met in the middle of their mouths like two chicken cutlets that were acting like cats and that loved each other. What the fuck am I reading? Oh, God. Then SBO was watching fighting videos last night. He was not expecting he was going to have to do the kissing, too, but he liked it. What the fuck? Okay. They went on kissing for a full minute while everyone watching, wondering if they were done fighting or just taking a break to kiss. Is that a thing? You just gotta take a break to make out in the middle of a fight? Finally, the back part of Knuckles' body began to lift off the ground with his mouth, and they were still making out with Espio. And eventually the power became too strong, and his mouth removed from Espio, and their spirit was like a shiny extension cord that connected the appliance to a wall outlet. What? And Knuckles began to glow while floating in the air, and the whole place became a little windy. On the side, Tails said to Cream, "Wow, I know what this is. This is a rare mode of science we never see and probably will never see again over a lifetime or ever. Aw. This is called body donation, and it was invented by Einstein. I think he's trying to say Einstein because it's Inestine. I thought it was intestine. Okay. It is when someone reaches a moment of such powerful love that they can choose to restart their lives as a part of the person they love. Inestin, I'm not saying Einstein, Inestin invented this by making his wife love him so much one night during a romance pasta dinner that she became a baby that was like him. But he killed his wife, baby, because the thought was too dangerous to have her live on in the world without testing in a laboratory first. What the fuck? In fact, it is a fact that if it looks like magic, it is not magic. It is science, so deal with it. Okay, Tails, calm down. Knuckles glided on the wind forward through the crowd of people in front of him and into Rouge's mouth, where he disappeared into. And it was a good thing Rouge's baby had premonitions and told her to lie down. And then Knuckles did a U-turn into Rouge's sex-filled body and came out of her butt as a newborn baby that looked like Espio. This was all science. Oh my fucking god. Okay. That's the end of chapter 10. I need a break. Oh fucking shit. Oh fuck. Like and comment and subscribe and all that other shit. I'm gonna stop for a minute. Holy fuck. I love you guys. Bye.